Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. Today we're going to do my May 2025 financial goals update. So we're going to start with our investing. So far only I am contributing to my 401k. Brian has not started yet, but he did say that they're getting ready to do reviews and he should be getting a raise soon. So I'm looking forward to that. So for myself, I put $47.27 into my 401k at my job. That does not include my match. That's just what I contributed. I'm contributing 1% of my salary, which is about $2,300 every 2 weeks. So that leaves us a total of $47.27 for the month of May. For our debt payments, we did not pay anything on Wells Fargo because we do not owe anything on Wells Fargo. We did not pay anything towards Synchrony because we don't owe anything on our Synchrony card anymore. That is one of the cards that we did the balance transfer on. For our VyStar card, we paid $109. For our VyStar card, we did pay because we had to get rid of that residual interest that we owed. So we paid, was this the 2181? Hold on, let's see. VyStar was the $32.99. And then Bank of America, we paid $140.11 to get rid of that residual interest. And then our Freedom card, we paid $21.81. Okay, our Avon card, we paid turning to my debt update here. Unprepared. Pretty sure it was $336. Yeah, $336.73 was what we paid between like our payments and the cash back that we had applied to the card. And then Navy Federal, we paid $203.95. Okay, so a total of $844.59 for the month of May. So for VyStar, we're now at 42.85% of the $1,300 goal. These will not, the VyStar Joint Bank of America and Freedom Card will not be continuing. Avon, we are at 17.8% of the goal, which is $24.48. And for Navy Federal, we're at 20.68% of the goal, which is $1,886. I didn't even go over the goal for the investing. So back up here, the goal is $500 for me to contribute to my 401k. I'm only at 14.18% because we've only contributed $70.89. So not sure if we'll make this goal. Let me see. If we contribute $47 for the next 6 months, that's only $282. So it doesn't look like it. Probably made that goal too high, but it is what it is. So overall for our debt totals, we're at 35.06% going into the month of June. So for Christmas, we did contribute $100 towards Christmas. For our property taxes, we did contribute $120. We didn't contribute anything to our emergency fund this month. And we did contribute $125 towards our vacation fund. So that's a total of $345 towards our savings goals. So for Christmas, we have contributed $500. We're at 41.67% of the way there. Our goal is $1,200. For our property taxes, we're at 46.15%. At $600, our goal is $1,300. For our emergency fund, we've contributed $1,811.50. So we are $81.89. Excuse me, $81.89, not dollars, 81.89% of the way there. Our goal is $2,212. And just a memo there, we did add $195 to our emergency fund in the month of December that we didn't anticipate adding. So if you add that to the $1,811, we're at $2,006 in our emergency fund. But that's just not captured here because it's only starting at January. So we do have $2,006 in our emergency fund. So we're even closer than this actually says. For our vacation fund, we've contributed $625. Our goal is $1,500, so we're at 41.67% of the way there. Overall, we're at 56.93%. So in our side hustle income for YouTube, last month my YouTube check was $130.85, so I've made $761.71. That is 63.48% of my $1,200 goal. In May, we got a banking bonus for signing up for a checking account, and it was $325. Our goal is $1,000. So far this year, we've made $897.91 in other income, and that's 89.79% of the way there. And then for egg sales, we had our highest month yet at $59. So for the year, we're at $152, and the goal is $500, so we're at 30.40% of the way there. This year, we've made $1,811.62. That's 67.10% of our overall goal. So I think aside from, oops. Oh no, I did there. Okay, that's better. Aside from our investing goals, which seems like I made mine too high, we're doing pretty good. So the investing goals we might not meet. Depends on Brian's 401k contributions. Once he does get his raise, he will probably make the 300. I don't think I will, but otherwise, our other goals, these debt payments that are in yellow no longer count because we no longer have those goals. So the ones we're really looking at are the ones that are in pink. We did pay off Wells Fargo, and now we're working on ViStar, Avon, and Navy Federal. So I'm still hopeful that we'll be able to meet and or exceed those goals. And savings, we've been doing pretty well every month, trying to make at least the minimum contribution that we have to in order to reach our goals. So all of that is on the up and up, and the side hustle income is also on the up and up. Brian and I signed up. We each signed up this month for a new checking account bonus. So that's exciting. He's never done one before. So we're both going to be getting this one. So when that comes in, it's going to be, double, like $600 instead of the $300 or $325. So I'm excited for that when it does come in. Egg sales are going well. I picked up a new client this past week at work because she popped over the partition and was like, "Hey, do you sell eggs?" I was like, "I sure do." She's like, "How much?" I was like, $3 a dozen. She's like, "Why didn't you say anything?" It's just hard for me because I only have 11 hens, so I'm not even getting a dozen eggs a day. So, and it's just like every day someone's asking for a dozen, or I have this one gentleman who asks for more than a dozen at a time. So I feel bad that I can't get them eggs as soon as they're asking. It's so funny because one of my coworkers came over to my desk. He was just being funny. He was like, "Oh yeah, our other coworker is telling everybody that they can get eggs at Target for $2.99." And I was like, "You guys don't want those slave eggs? Are you kidding me?" Those poor chickens are in 17 to a cage in the dark, and Target doesn't support DEI. You guys don't want those slave eggs, I'm telling you. So it was just funny. These are getting hand delivered to them by me at work. So you don't even have to go to Target and get in the pickup line to get them. Okay. So And these chickens are happy chickens that are getting food scraps and free ranging every now and then, and they're happy, healthy chickens. So no telling what conditions the chickens are living in that you're getting your $3 eggs from Target, or how old they are by the time you pick them up. So I have that going for me, but I really do feel bad that people are asking me for eggs and I can't get them to them right away. Fortunately, that's not stopping business. I'm still, people are still asking me for eggs, so I'm trying to turn them as quickly as I can. We are no longer having breakfast for dinner every other week like we were having to do because we had so many eggs. So our 5 chicks are doing well. Still not sure, which ones are girls and which ones are boys at this point. So that's yet to be seen. The oldest chicks we have, I think, are like 5 weeks old. So we still have like 4 months before they even begin to lay an egg, if they're gonna. So we're trying to get our chick game up so that we have more chickens to sell eggs with. So I think if I sold every, I was thinking, one of my coworkers was like, how much are you making on these eggs? I was like, baby, don't be counting my chickens before they hatch, okay? Stay out my business. But I think it'd be like $90 if I sold like a dozen a day at $3. It'd be like $90. So it's not like I'm getting rich off of it, but it'll be nice to like be able to actually reach a dozen a day. So I'm looking forward to that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing where we're at with our goals. I hope your goals are going well. We are officially in, what is this, Q3? No, it's Q2. January, February, March, April, May, June, the end of Q2. Oh my gosh. So I hope you guys are your goals are going well. If you need to pivot, please do. Don't feel like you have to be held to the goals you set in January. It's okay to change your goals. I had to change my goals. So just keep working at them. That's the most important thing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.